On March 18th, 2020, I was asked by work to pack my stuff, load it in my car, and go home for the next few weeks, months. Nobody really knows. I, along with the majority of my colleagues, would be working from home for the foreseeable future. Not knowing how long this was gonna last, I wasn't gonna set up my 2 monitors on my dining table. So on the way home from work, I made a detour to a little known furniture shop that you definitely won't know. You will have no idea what I'm talking about. You just don't know it. There's no way that you know it. It rhymes with idea. Anyway, I found a desk. Now it's been 3 weeks since I've been working from my little home setup, and I wanted to give you a tour of my home office and my top tips on staying productive while working from home. Living in London, space is really difficult to come by, and I'm lucky to even have enough room for a desk inside my bedroom. So when there's so little space available, it's really important for me to be able to keep my space clean. I'm now spending around 90% of my time at my desk. So every couple of weeks, I wipe it down, clean up the surroundings, and just make sure that it's a comfortable space to be in. Color can also have a big effect on concentration. So for me, I made sure that everything linked back to work is black. Okay, not really. Aesthetics are base, so that's kind of the actual reason for this point. I mean, I had to make up an excuse to bring up my bomb color scheme in this video, right? Please tell me how great it looks in the comments. You know it does. Now the next point is probably not key if you live in a really sunny place, but considering the fact that I'm literally not leaving the house, I wanted to be able to at least look outside. As I said, I spend a lot of time at my desk, so I wanted to put it right in front of a window and get the whole possibility to absorb as much light as possible during the day. It makes me feel great, and it's just nice to feel the sunshine on my skin the few times we're lucky enough to get some. I also just really enjoy looking out at this very London view. Now, although it's still quite chilly out, I tend to get a lot of direct sunlight in the room, especially in the mornings and early afternoons, which makes it quite toasty in here. Enough to even crack the windows open a little bit just to allow some airflow. Fresh air is so important to get when you're locked up indoors, especially in the mornings. And on top of that, I also really like surrounding myself with plants. Again, bringing the outdoors in is really important when you're cooped up inside. So I moved my beautiful monstera from the living room into the bedroom to keep me company while I'm in here. Honestly, it sets such a nice atmosphere, and it just makes the room so much more livable and fresh. So now that we're feeling good and fresh, we want to make sure that we're also comfortable. To mimic my work environment, I need a swivelly desk chair. It makes me feel like I'm back in the office. If this home office wasn't a temporary solution, I would definitely urge you to settle for something a bit more ergonomic. Remember though, there is such a thing as too comfortable. So don't make that mistake, because you'll get very drowsy very quickly and your hard work will suddenly become really hard to achieve. In fact, I almost forgot. Make sure that you get your daily fix. Now I know that at this time it's hard to meet up with your dealer, but hold on, I'm talking about coffee. What I mean is stay caffeinated. I tend to start my mornings with a large cup of black coffee or a cappuccino, and then after lunch, I top up with a quick espresso shot. Good coffee is just one of those things that I can't afford to not have, especially when I'm working from home. To be honest though, I just wanted to show off my sick TFL mugs, so be jealous of my pretty work routine and look at these beautiful shots of my coffee. No pun intended. Seriously though, coffee is life. Now, just like having a schedule for drinking my coffee, I do the same for my workday. I think that giving your day structure is a pretty good hack to keep yourself motivated, and also a good method to not get stuck doing the same thing all day long. Now, it doesn't have to be a strict structure, but for example, you could block out a couple hours in the morning to knock out some emails, then work on something creative for the next couple of hours, have lunch, and then perhaps move on to something a bit more technical. I don't know. I mean, if you structure your days like this, at least you'll just always have something different to look forward to, I guess. Now, believe it or not, I'm not a very organized person at all, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this, but relying on online task management tools has given me a right kick up the with it. I would highly recommend using an online task management tool like ClickUp, Asana, or my personal favorite is Trello, just to outline your tasks, set your due dates, and visualize your workload on a whole. This sounds so sponsored, and honestly it should be, because I've been using Trello for the past 5 years, but whatever, I'll mention a few. Trello, ClickUp, Asana, they're all free. Just give one of them a try and you'll see that they're all a bit different and they work for different types of people. If you're more vintage, I guess, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Just have something to write on instead. I use my desk pad to narrow down my to-do list if I have a particularly busy day. But mostly I use it to jot down quick notes when something comes to mind. When I'm on the phone, or if I need to do a quick math equation. Math. Who am I kidding? Math sucks. Music is great though. How's that for a transition? Okay, I mean, background music. I want to talk about background music because it's key for me to like get in the zone and to stay focused. Personally, I wouldn't recommend anything that has lyrics or you can sing along to because that just gets really distracting. I like to listen to something called lo-fi while I'm working, and I don't know what it is or why it exists, but I'm so glad it does. You have to try and listen to it. I usually go on YouTube or Apple Music or even SoundCloud actually to find a playlist and just shuffle the songs through, and that keeps me going for a couple hours at least. I don't really know anyone else that listens to this type of music when they're working, so if you're one of those people, let me know in the comments below because I'm feeling very alone in this. I really hope that this video gave you some creative ideas to spice up your home office space a little bit. It took me a while to adjust, so don't worry, that's completely normal. And you just need to find your balance. Now, if you enjoyed this video, give me a big thumbs up, comment down below, tell me what you do to make working from home a little easier, a little more bearable. Subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button to be notified every time I post a new video. I post every Sunday. My name is filcofilms, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Ciao.